Hello, my name is Dea Conrad-Curry, and I am the Communication Chair for Beta Epsilon, a Quad City area chapter of Illinois Delta Kappa Gamma. And I've been asked to produce a short video to explain how you can use the hotspot on your mobile device to provide internet access for other devices, particularly your laptop or your desktop computer. A hotspot is simply a location where people can access the internet wirelessly, typically using a mobile device. Most hotspots work using cellular data, and through the cellular data, they're able to connect other devices to the internet via Wi-Fi. Now, why would you need a hotspot? Last week, we had a terrible snowstorm. And during that time, a number of my friends who are currently active teachers in the classroom lost power to, they lost their electricity. And in losing their electricity, they lost access to their internet. They did, however, have computers that were running off of batteries. But because they didn't have internet access, they were unable to conduct their remote classrooms. Unless, of course, they were able to use the hotspot feature on their phone. So that's one time when you don't have access to your own internet in your own home because of electrical issues or other kinds of complications that get in the way of accessing your internet. Another time would be when you're traveling. Although internet access is more widely available, as is cellular access, there are still times when you might find yourself out of an internet range. And if you have cellular access, then you will be able to hotspot internet access to your devices. Now, what are the disadvantages of using a hotspot? Well, if you have a limited data plan, it can be costly. Many people have gone to unlimited data plans, including myself, with so much streaming going on today on our phones and in our other devices. Unlimited data is an option. So that's just one thing that you need to be careful of if you're going to use your phone, your mobile device, as a hotspot. So the advantages, again, are primarily having immediate access to the internet, regardless of what is it that's causing you a challenge in accessing the internet, which could be because it's simply not available. Or another instance is when there are so many people drawing on one source of internet, like at a Panera or a McDonald's, and then your use is diminished, weak, or spotty. You can just go to providing your internet to your device through the hotspot of your phone. So how do we do it? You know, before I start, I'm going to just say that there's nothing in technology that's done only one way. There's always multiple ways, but I'm going to talk to you today about one way. And regardless of whether you're an Android user, for instance, with a Samsung, or an iPhone user, we're going to start with the settings. So you might want to have your phone here and handy, and you can go through step by step, pause, stop as you need, and go back or listen to my instruction again. So you're going to go to your settings, and you're going to open your settings, and you're probably familiar with your settings. On the left is the Android. This is a picture of my husband's phone. And on the right is a picture of my iPhone. So when you open up the settings, here's what you see. And I'm going to talk primarily about the Android in the next set of slides, and then I'll go to the iPhone. So if you're on the Android, I want you to click on connections, and that's right up in that first box. If you're on the on the iPhone, you can go right to this personal hotspot and click on this. Okay, in the Android, we've opened up the connections. And here's why I want you to start here with an Android. If you've got your data usage set, In other words, and that's really a data saver. If it's set to on, you cannot hotspot. And that's why I suggest with an Android, you start with the settings, go to the connections, check your data use. And you'll see that if data saver is on, as it is in the second box, this was my husband's phone, I couldn't turn on the hotspot. So if that's the case for you, you need to go, click on the data saver, get to this next screen, and you need to turn data saver off. So simply again, on the connections page, start with data usage. If it's data saver is on, click on this area and turn that to off. Then you come back to your connection screen. On the connection screen, where you want to go to next is down to this mobile hotspot and tethering. Right underneath where you'd looked at data usage. Then a new screen will open, and it will look like this, mobile hotspot and tethering. I don't know if you use Bluetooth, but if you did, you might turn this on. But here's what we're going to do. You're just going to turn mobile hotspot on. And then once you've turned the slide to on, I want you to click on this mobile hotspot because you need to get to this page. This page, this mobile hotspot page, is important because it tells you actually what you're going to look for when you go back to your computer and identify the Wi-Fi that's available for your use. It's also going to tell you what the password is. So again, you want to go to Connections, Mobile Hotspot and Tethering. Open Mobile Hotspot and Tethering. Click on Mobile Hotspot to get it open. On the Mobile Hotspot page, you want to keep that open until you've gotten to your computer. Now I'm going to talk about the iPhone, so just set your, if you were an Android, just set your phone down for a minute and be patient with me. On your iPhone, you've just clicked on the personal hotspot, and the personal hotspot page opens, and all you need to do is click on the slider to allow others to join. So your slider should first look like this, grayed out. Others can't join. So now you got to make it green. So just push that slider over. You're going to notice my Wi-Fi password looks really easy, Curry 1976. Your Wi-Fi password is probably something like XYCWQ_357. You know, it's going to be something very complex. When you click on this Wi-Fi password, that's what you want to do next because you want to get to this page. You can change your own password. See, I've already done that. So you'll just simply click that X and it'll say enter a new password. It needs to have so many digits. Just as I said before with the Android, you need this page open, this Wi-Fi password page open, because that's what you're going to enter into your computer momentarily. So we've gone from our password, hotspot. Now we're ready to move to our actual computer. So how are we going to connect the mobile hotspot to a device? You need to go to the right-hand corner of your device where internet access is indicated. So I don't think I can get it to come up now with this video going, but in the bottom right-hand corner, I'm going to hope that you're familiar with having seen either this already, this means that you actually have internet, right? Or this, which means that your internet is not working. So in the lower right-hand corner, you should see one of these two icons. What you need to do is click on that icon. Over here in picture number 1 that I have at the bottom of the screen, click on the name or title of your mobile access. So when I had my slide up just a minute ago, my mobile access really on my Android screen indicated that when I got to this step, I should be looking for this name. That was the name or the title that was given. So I click on that. Once I've clicked on that, now is when I'm going to use that password. Once I've put that in, I'm going to click on Connect. This is the same whether it was the Android or the Apple, the iPhone. Both provided me a password to enter. And I'll try and get back to that just kind of briefly. See, here's the password. It was at Curry 1976 that I would be entering if it had said iPhone. If I go back to my Android, remember, there, it was at, my password was what? LKVH876 and the EN sign. So that's why I say you need to have that page left open for yourself. And that's all there is to it. That's how you connect a hotspot from your phone to your laptop or your desktop. Now, while I'm on this page, I want to point out just a little something else to you. And it's apparent on both the iPhone page where it had the password, and it's also on the Android page where the password was provided. It's this section right in here. It gives you actual instructions on how to connect using Wi-Fi. But it also says if that's not working for you, you can connect using Bluetooth. And a third option is to just actually literally plug your iPhone into your computer, using a wire. So there are some other alternatives in the case that this fails you. I hope this has given you an idea of how to, a successful idea of how to connect your internet, or excuse me, your laptop or your desktop to the internet in times when it's needed by using your mobile device and the hotspot feature. Good luck. Be well. Thank you.